Hey, what's up guys, how's it going? I am making some steaks, so I thought I'd go ahead and show you guys a video of what I'm doing so you can do it as well. It's gonna be really good. So let me go ahead and show you the steaks, what I've got so far. And my tripod's freaking out over here. Okay, so here are the steaks. I've got 4 of them. And what I did was I actually took them and just covered the entire surface with salt, like tons of salt, just some regular salt, and put them in the fridge overnight. That way I could, the idea is to draw all the moisture that you can. Next thing you do is about 90 minutes before you're ready to eat them, which is now, you just rinse the salt off in the sink with some water, and then you want to put them on some plates and dry them off with paper towels really good. You really want to get off as much of the moisture as you can with a paper towel on both sides. Get that off there. And so we're really sponging them down with some paper towels. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in the freezer for about 30 to 45 minutes, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and flip this over so you can see me talking here. But we're going to put them in there for 30-45 minutes. And the idea is to actually dry them out. So I'm going to try and elevate them. So you can put them on a cake rack, or I'm probably just going to put them on like some cups. I don't really have a cake rack yet. I actually ordered one, just don't have it yet. So going to freeze them for about 34, well the idea is not to freeze them, just to dry them out, 30-45 minutes. And then we will do some more stuff, which I'll cut to here, and I'll show you guys once we're ready to do that. So so these are going to be some great steaks. By the way, I bought the really thick cuts. You really want the thick cut of prime rib, or not prime rib, but prime cut. So this is going to be really good stuff. I also got one like extremely expensive one, like a steak that's like $18, and then the other ones I got, they're like $10 steaks. So I can kind of taste the difference whenever we're done with them. So all right, let's go ahead and jump over to the searing them. We're going to sear them in some skillets in just a second, and we'll get to that in a second. So let's do it. All right, you ready for some smoking? It's going to be kind of tough because I'm managing 4 instead of 1 at a time. Yeah, I'll try my best. I'll try not to work. No, the others are going to be that much? Huh? Just put in the milk. No, that's right around to put in the milk. Well, on the milk each time. Alright, put you on these here. Craziness. Huh? That's craziness. Science involved in this, right? Science. Add some science to it, Colby. Yes, indeed. It's gonna be crazy. Okay, there's your science. Math science. Making the best steak you've ever had in your life. So we had the steaks in the freezer for 30-45 minutes, and what we did is we put them in here. We had to clear out the stuff, so we just had them on plates, and I put them on top of a cup so that the bottoms of them were showing, and we put it in there for about 35-40 minutes, and that way it dried them out. And the idea is to get the steaks really dry so that they absorb more of the flavors that we're putting in them, so all the stuff that we put on top. So what you saw me do was I seared them in the pan. I put it on the highest setting as I could. I had to use 2 skillets because we're cooking 4 steaks. And what I did is I put them on about 1 minute on each side. And before I put them on there, I put just a good coating of, just took a garlic and rubbed it all over them I took some salt and some pepper, just a good amount, put it on both sides. And then what I did was I seared the steaks for 1 minute on each side. And for 2 of the steaks, I took some rosemary sprigs, just like this. And after I seared both sides, I put a bed of these on the bottom to keep it from kind of burning itself. After I put it back on the pan, I left it on the pan afterwards, after I took it off the heat. And so I put it on a bed of these. And then the other 2, I used miso paste, which I bought from the store, and I covered it in that. Are you showing the clean plate that's now dripping water everywhere? Yeah. And so when I get done, I'm going to take this rosemary sprig and I'm going to take it, well actually I preheated the oven to 200 degrees, and so after I put it back on the sprigs and put the miso paste on, I put both of those pans in the oven at 200 degrees, and I put in a timer in the middle of the steak. You're gonna have to move over if you want to get in the view. So I put a little oven temperature timer, which will time it. So once the steaks reach 135 degrees on the inside, we're gonna pull it out of the oven. So we're not using the actual timer to time how long, because the steaks, they could be different each one. So and then when it's done, I'm gonna take the ones that use the rosemary sprigs, and I'm gonna kind of rub the juice that's on the outside of the pans on the top. I'm just going to use this to just keep rubbing, just keep rubbing the juices back on the top to season it. And the other ones have the rosemary stuff. Now I also made some other stuff, which I'll show you later. Some other like spicy kind of green salsa verde, like chimichurri type sauce, which I'll talk about the ingredients in that later. And we're going to use that to flavor up some of the steaks. And then the others we're going to use just by themselves and just kind of taste the differences, because we have different types of steaks as well. So that is the idea, and we have various types of wines, which Brad will explain to us here in just a second, the different types of wines that we're using, so it's gonna be good. All right. Hello, Mr. Brad. Please tell us, sir, about this great wine experience we're about to have with our steak dinner.
All right, so the wine that I'm drinking right now is the Rare Red, actually. You can find those at your local HEB or through me, Ambiente Wines, and it's going to have a fruitier taste at the beginning and a dry finish. You're going to want to keep it at room temperature, which is not going to be your normal Texas heat room temperature. You're looking at 60 to 65 degrees for the Rare Red. So about 10 minutes before you get whatever it is that you're wanting to drink it with, throw that in the fridge or throw it in a bucket of ice, but don't let it get too cold for too long, because then it's going to taste different. You're going to want it to be right at around 60-65, like I said. Now, the wine that we're going to have with our meal is going to be the McManus Cabernet. This one, you're going to want to have at 50 to 55 degrees. So you're going to want to chill it about 20 minutes in the fridge before you go and eat in whatever meal you're going to have. It's going to have also a fruit front. You're going to want to have meats, darker, with the red meats for it and things like that, along with burgers or steaks, which is what we've got in the oven right now. So that's going to be good. It's going to also have a slightly dry finish, but it's really going to be a very good complement for the aromas. While you're smelling the wine and then taste it, you're going to have everything that's promised in the smell. You're going to have some of your darker fruits, blackberries, raspberries, things like that, and a very slight woody smell at the very end. Other than that, it's not very expensive. And both of these wines are 90 rated and above.
Okay, so we're taking the rosemary sprig from the juice here, and we're going to rub the juices that were left in the pan back on top of the steaks.
This last sip of the Rare Red is going to be the tasty one. So it's reached. That's one glass of easy. I should rinse them off. Okay,
brown chicken, brown cow. So 3 of the steaks we aged for about 4 days, and one of them we bought fresh, so we can kind of taste the difference in aged and fresh out of the butcher. Ooh, boy, I love you way.
Ooh, baby, I love you.
It's gonna be good.
Colby.
Green shit? Just put it on the table. Just put it on the table. Hello. How you doing?
Super good.
Great.
I
Good.
really wish there was more.
There is.
There's
one. There's quite a bit more.
Oh, I definitely.
There's almost. There's about 3/4 of the steak left, because we put a bunch of pieces that were wanted to get a little.
And they're cooking right now, or what?
Yeah.
Okay,
They're
good.
cooking slowly at 200 degrees, so that they're not going to get.
Awesome.
Hands down.
It's really good when we
Yeah,
ask
that's
for
right.
more.
And there is.
We could have been like, it's really good, but I'm full. For some reason, it just came
It's
over.
like, you know, I really like it, but I'm only gonna take one bite because I'm already full.
No,
But pizza.
instead, I'm like, I'm
Where's the
full.
rest, goddammit?
I'm
But I want
full.
more.
Put more in it.